Hey everyone, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out and showing you how we installed the TruRyde grease cap with a rubber plug. Now you can pick these up individually or as a set, so grab whichever best works for your application. And when it comes to these grease caps, a lot of times they almost become a maintenance item. Over time after servicing your bearings and removing the cap and putting it back on, a lot of times what can happen is it just kind of gets wore out, right? Might get a little banged up, things like that. And my thought is, if you're getting in here to do maintenance anyway, these are relatively inexpensive. Might as well change them out, have everything fresh, and go from there. Now, these do have the rubber plug, and that is to allow us to get to a grease fitting behind it. With these plugs, you can just pop them right out and get to that dirt. Some axles will have these easy lube type spindles or easy grease and let you get your grease gun in there and fill them up full of grease. So if your axle has it, you definitely want to utilize it and get a cap like this that has this removable type plug. Figured we'd go over a couple measurements, make sure that these are going to work for you. So the outer diameter, this is going to be 2.45 inches. So really common size on those medium to heavy duty type axles, that 5 to 6 thousand pound range, sometimes a little bit higher. So if you're unsure what you got, remove your old one and measure it. You can measure the hub bore too, where the cap actually goes in, but pretty common, right? These are zinc coated, so they should hold up for a little while against the elements and things like that. Now, if you are in extreme conditions all the time, maybe you have a boat trailer that you dunk in salt water or even fresh water for that matter, and you're just looking for something really heavy duty to kind of go the extra mile, a company called D-Max offers these caps, and they're stainless steel and have silicone plugs in them as opposed to rubber. So a little bit higher qualities and should definitely increase the longevity. So when it comes down to it, be a great replacement part for your caps that are damaged, missing, or if you just want to replace them and keep everything fresh. Now, as far as getting these installed, everyone's setup might be a little bit different, but we'll show you how we did it here and at least give you some direction on how to do yours at home. To get the old cap out, people use a variety of different techniques. Some people just take a rubber mallet and tap them out if you can get to it like that. Some people take a chisel or a flathead screwdriver, work them out. I like to use a little tool like this. Just makes it a little bit easier. It's a little pry tool. But what we're trying to do here is just drive that between the face of the hub and the flange there on our cap. You can usually hit it in a few different spots. Loosen it up, pop that right out of position. To get the new one on, what I like to do is just take a little bit of grease and put it around that lip there. Just feel like it helps it drive in a little bit easier. And then there's a few different ways that you can do this. You can get it lined up, and some people tap them in with a rubber mallet, things like that. I'm going to use this tool. It's a driver. It works really well, lines it up perfectly and taps it right in a position without damaging the cap. So if this is something that you want, you can get it here at eTrailer if you do this type of thing often. But in my opinion, the next best way to do this would be to hold it in place like this, take a block of wood, put it over it, and then tap it with the rubber mallet. And that seems to work pretty well if you're careful not damaging the cap or anything like that. But since I have this on hand here, that's what I'm going to use. Get this straight as we can. Just drive it into position until it's flush. With that done, if you happen to pick up a pair of these, you just do the same thing to get the other one installed. With all that done, that'll finish up our look at of the TruRyde grease cap with the rubber plug.